Tim's speech.
Lighthouse Thanksgiving Classic, Callaway Chargers. Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, Coach Tim's speech. To my right here, I had Mr. Kevion Hunt Sr. and Mr. Dyllion Redman Sr.
All right, Coach, gonna come to you on this. This is your first time here. Callaway's no stranger to it. Your first time here. What'd you think?
Oh man, it's an awesome tournament, a great showcase. After 22 years of coaching here in the state, been a long journey, but I just enjoyed the environment. I've seen it all the time. I know these young men have been a part of it, and Callaway have a long tradition that hope we can continue throughout the many years, even my stay here in my later years of coaching.
Can you guys just talk about the game now? We can start with you, Coach. What do you think went wrong for you guys? Because it was close at first, we kind of got out of hand.
I believe it was 21, 23 turnovers. I think how many we had. It was there. We kind of combated that. The stat that kind of goes uncommon or unknown that I saw was winning the 50-50 balls. And we didn't control the boards. The old coach told me he who controlled the board controlled the game. And we really struggled on the boards. A lot of times, Mr. Redman did his job, even Mr. Hunt, but as a team, conservative effort overall, they really imposed their will with just a little bit more effort overall as a team. But you know, I was proud to see that these young men continued to fight, and we didn't give up and lay down, because it was a time period when I told them we could blink and lose by 35, 40, and that's just not what we here. You know, we call ourselves Charger Pride. So I'm glad these two young men kind of let them push back and just competing and trying to keep that tradition going that we have.
Then we go to Redman. Redman, I seen you for a while. The referee was telling you it's getting physical down there. He said if you don't want to get physical, don't come down to the paint. Can you talk about the physicality down there in the paint tonight, battling with those other two big guys on the other side?
Tough battle, you know. Had to play hard. Just keep playing. Couldn't let them overcome me. Just fight to the end.
And then Kevion, I see you pretty much filled the stat sheet up, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 7 steals. That stood out in 4 assists. Can you just talk about your game today?
I just came out with energy and effort, you know. I had to get the team into something, get everybody going. We just had to end up out and fighting at the end.
Dyllion, I'll come to you on this. You was going against the South Carolina State commit out there. You know, what was it like for you in a showcase like this, playing against a D1 dude like that?
It was a great experience for me. You know, I played against some top like James Wiseman, but I didn't really play back then. But I got the feeling on how I feel now, and I just played. Couldn't be scared of him because of who he was.
Kevion, I'm gonna come to you here, all right? Me and Talante was on the baseline down there arguing, all right? I'm sitting there saying, I can list 5 point guards in the state better than Kevion. And then you start making me look stupid, okay? Why you do that to me for? You started getting steals, you started playing all out. What's up with your game, man? Come on.
It was a showcase. I mean, I couldn't just let my talent go unseen. Like I said, I had to fight. I couldn't let you win the battle. You know what I'm saying?
And then can y'all just talk about, you know what I'm saying, the season overall, not just today, but like the start to the season. How's everything been going? I know this is your first year here. You guys are seniors, so y'all been around. You won the championship with Coach Sanders and Ruffin. So can y'all just talk about how the season's been going so far this year for you guys?
I'll start out. It hadn't been the expected, but these men are continuing to fight. I'm a Callaway grad myself, finishing back in '95, and it's a lot of tradition. I feel it's the most winningest program from what I've seen in the state of Mississippi since 2000, since the turn of the century. And you know, these men, young men, played with one of the state's elite players, and Deshaun Ruffin, and they played on the highest scale, and they've seen what it takes, you know, and they're trying to push hard to their legacy. We haven't played a cupcake schedule. We've played the 1-2 top teams in here, and I know in the long run, I keep trying to tell them, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, you know. I look back at the state championship I had in Merle, and we started with probably 8 losses before December. And we then kind of hit our spin and went on a 13-game winning streak all the way to the Coliseum. And so I kind of try to pull from that to tell, you know, it was my first year there. Sometimes it's a little bit of adjustment, but it's also that adjustment of not playing, for example, with his wingman, Ruffin, and trying to get those other guys. And he has a pretty much good one right here in Redman, and it's just trying to get those other guys to kind of understand, let this be the nucleus in the core, and I feel we adapted. It's just taking a little time, and that's what I'm seeing from the beginning.
And then, Kevion, do you feel any pressure, you know what I'm saying, like you said, without Ruffin being there, because the past 2 years, y'all been dominant, but you were kind of like playing, I don't want to say second fiddle, but he was dominating more of the ball, and you had the second piece. So now that you're the man, the go-to guy, do you feel any pressure with that?
No, I don't feel any pressure. I feel like that. I mean, I'm not trying to fit his role. You know, I am stepping up to be a better teammate, to get all my teammates involved. You know, I'm never trying to be the 30-point guy. I'd rather be the 25, 10, and 10. You know, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, score all the points. But it's okay. You know, with a new coach, we got freshmen, we got a young team. You know, everybody trying to get their bond together. I mean, we started off, we didn't start off bad. I mean, we started off bad, excuse me. But we getting it together. By the end of the season, we're gonna be good. Well, right now we're gonna be good. We're getting it together right now.
Coach, what's the one thing that you could take from this game tonight to focus on to make your team better?
The one thing I can tell you is that they never quit. It's a lot of times when you're dealing with high school kids, young men, it's easy for you to just drop that head when, you know, you're playing in a physical game. Refs said, you kind of put that out there. You know, these young men are going to play college basketball. And it was one of those things where I feel like they were given that opportunity to see what it's like at the next level. You know, like you're saying, you're playing against a Division I South Carolina commit, and I feel, to me, he held his own against some 14 rebounds. You know, he wasn't just chopped liver down there. The kid competed. Mr. Hunt, he did the same thing. You know, it's so funny. He mentioned that he has a lot to his game that I feel a lot of people simply haven't seen. But he's more of a team player than I could see coaching at other teams before dealing with him. He's all about making the right basketball play. And I'm trying to get them to understand, I wish he would have shot that shot right there. But that one thing is, they never laid their head down when they could have laid their head down. And one thing I know in 22 years of coaching, basketball guys reward that kind of play. Whether it's in the short term or the long term, eventually I know we're going to end up on the right side of the fence.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, good deal. Thank you, guys.